business operates in 70 locations across 8 states, predominantly in the Midwest. We have 2,200 employees. We operate over 1,000 vehicles on a daily basis. I saw a company that had a tremendous brand. I knew of LRS for several years before I joined. Tremendous people that believed in the company, believed in the brand, and were committed to the customers and wanted to grow and wanted to service the customers. I also saw tremendous growth. There had been a lot of M&A activity over the last few years, in the neighborhood of 26 acquisitions over an 18-month period, so a lot of growth had taken place. That was all fantastic. So we have a great brand, good people, they want to do the right thing, and we had experienced a lot of growth.
We bring the recyclable single stream into the facility here, we sort it out, and we send it off to end markets. We ship them out then to various mills throughout the Midwest and reaches outside of the Midwest, in North America and the southeast portion of the country. As part of the circular economy, we are a supplier to the mills and to the end markets, so we can repurpose those materials into new items like cardboard boxes, bottles, aluminum cans, tin cans. And those are a few of the materials that we bring into here and sort.
So from here you can see the overview of the city of Chicago. The city of Chicago is broken up into 6 different zones. When we got the contract in 2021, we were awarded 4 of the 6 zones. So each of the zones are averaging right around 100,000 households. And these households are not only single family homes, but they're multifamily homes. Anything that's 4 units or less is what either we at LRS are picking up or what the Department of Streets and Sanitation is servicing.
I have 24 drivers, I have 24 routes. That is going to be 19 blue card routes, which is going to cover the city of Chicago. I'm also going to run 2 townhome routes, which is going to do different townhome complexes around the city of Chicago. And then I'm going to have a couple Blue Island routes as well, which would be a south suburb of Chicago.
Our residential business last year was our quickest growing line of business. We had a fantastic year in our residential, and we're not even really scratching the surface. There's some big communities still out there that we're going to go and get, and we're going to continue to grow that business probably double digit for the next 2 or 3, maybe probably 5 years. And my philosophy is, let's get good at where we're at first. Let's really dominate and get our market share up in those areas. Then let's expand out. But you can expand too far and you get, you're ½ inch deep everywhere. Let's go get 1 inch deep. Let's get a foot deep. And then let's look at where it makes sense for us to move to next.
I am very upfront with my drivers. I don't try to sugarcoat. And I think once you earn the respect of the drivers, they will stay with you. Honesty is the best policy. And once you get that, drivers will stay with you. If they have an issue, they come to you, you take care of it, and you just earn that respect as you go along.
Before pre-COVID, it was perfectly acceptable and kind of the status quo to go out and knock on doors day in and day out and have that person-to-person interaction. When COVID hit, the entire method in which we had sold previously had to change overnight. So we had to figure out how to get in front of these people without actually getting in front of them, which was a challenge. But once we figured it out, we figured out a recipe that worked for us, and then we realized after COVID kind of dissipated, that we had a whole bunch of customers that now preferred the method of, you know, email, text message, and would prefer not to be bothered in their office. So then we kind of had, we ended up with kind of two customers that liked the old way, that face-to-face interaction, and then customers that preferred that more tech experience. So kind of navigating that has been interesting, but the sale has definitely changed in the last couple of years, for sure.
The truck is where the driver spends 90% of their day, and you know, one, how can we make it as safe as possible? How can we create a truck where, you know, they can get in and out of it, they can operate within that truck. There's enough controls and automated things they can do, but not too much. So that's something that effort has been put into. I think we've made a lot of progress, and that's something we need to continue to focus on and really test with the drivers and operators to see how they like the truck and get their feedback.
Safety is our #1 core value. It's all about our people. There's a lot of ways that we measure health and safety. There's typical metrics like total recordable incident rate, lost time incident rate, that are governed by OSHA, and that's what we do to track lagging indicators, injuries year over year, things of that nature. I'm proud to announce that year over year we have decreased our recordable injuries by about 50% year to date, and so we've had some incredible success. The question is, how did we do this? And it starts with hiring the right people that share our core values and understand that the health and safety and well-being of our employees is the most important thing. From there, it's putting them through proper training, onboarding, ensuring they have the right tools and equipment to be safe on their job and to know the policies and procedures that they're responsible for following.